Hello, my name is Gil Zilkha. Welcome to my channel. This is my series entitled Essential Classical Music, where we look at the best recordings of the major classical music works. This video is taken out of my larger video covering the major symphonies. If you enjoy this, I hope you'll go over and look at that larger one. Just know that you don't have to watch it all in one big gulp. It is divided into chapters. It's real easy to just click through and choose whichever symphony that you're curious about. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, now let's talk about the second, one of Mahler's most popular symphonies. Just an epic. It's I was going to say almost reminds me of the Beethoven Ninth, but there's an obvious reason for that. That's because it has a chorus showing up at the end, just like the Beethoven Ninth does. But it's just a real epic symphony. And the one for this one, and it's one of those that engages these enormous, large masses. The first recording I recommend for this one is sort of a sonic spectacular, you might say. Zubin Mehta, the Vienna Philharmonic, 1975. Wonderful sounding Decca recording. You get all the drama here. That ending is just scintillating with the choral finish here. So this is one that I recommend first. However, there are many more that you'll want to check out for the Second Symphony, beginning with Klemperer. And for Klemperer, there are three versions that are all worth investigating. I'll start with the studio one from 1962 with the Philharmonia. And as you would expect with Klemperer, the power builds more patiently, more slowly. And you might be frustrated with that in this piece especially, where you kind of want the fireworks, but it definitely has a grit and a relentlessness to it that you associate with Klemperer. And there's a reason that he was known for this symphony, and he was known for his Mahler in general. However, this performance is a live performance with the Bavarian Radio Symphony from 1965, which I think is even better than the studio performance and sounds pretty good. You almost can't even tell that it's a live recording. There's just an extra excitement to this one that I think outshines the studio recording, great as that one is. And finally, I will mention this from 1951. This is with the Concertgebouw Orchestra. And the sound is limited. It's not terrible, but it's definitely limited. But here you do see Klemperer a little bit more. He's a little more quick and incisive. I still think this one's overall, for the overall dramatic impact, is better. But this one definitely is no sleeper. It's just real exciting, real powerful, and one you should hear if you love the Second Symphony. All right, so that's Klemperer. Now let's talk about another famous version of the Mahler Second, Sir Simon Rattle with the City of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra. He did, I think it was a complete cycle he did in Birmingham. I know he did several. I don't know if he did all of them, but this one is without a doubt the most famous one. And Rattle, his version of the second is one that's more, I would also say that it's more patient. If you think of Mahler, and especially the second, as an example of sort of bombast, Rattle might be one that you like because he takes a more introspective interpretation, but still powerful in its own way. And it's got wonderful sound, being a digital recording as well, so it's definitely one that you're going to want to consider. However, if I'm going to talk about one performance that for me in the Mahler Second really brings it home the strongest, despite not having the best sound quality, it's this live recording from Barbirolli. This is with the Stuttgart Radio Symphony Orchestra, recorded live. Did I already say the year? 1970 is the year. It's a little bit noisy, so it doesn't have the best sound quality, but it's fairly present, fairly full. And Barbirolli he just brings home all the emotions in this work. It's a really draining experience. and one that overall is my Mahler second of choice. However, I've got a couple of more vintagey versions. The first one is from 1958. This one is from Hermann Scherchen with the Vienna State Opera Orchestra. This was recorded in 1958. Scherchen was a really unique conductor. He was definitely kind of an iconoclast. He could sometimes conduct things just really fast tempos that you didn't hear from others. He was a revolutionary when it came to performances of Bach, for example. Also did a great set of Haydn's symphonies, and he was real exciting. And so this Mahler second is one that you're going to want to seek out for the excitement that he brought to it. It's not the best recorded, of course, being from 1958. To be honest, I can't remember if it's a live or a studio recording, but in any case, it's, you can hear it clearly, but it's not going to be like, say the Rattle or the Meta. But it's very exciting and worth seeking out. And let's not forget Bruno Walter. Now, this is a live recording in Carnegie Hall from 1957 with the New York Philharmonic. And Walter was another Mahler specialist, like Klemperer. And he did a recording with, I can't remember if it's the Columbia Symphony or the New York Philharmonic, one of the two, in studio, that's been released on Sony. But it's this one that I think shows Walter at his best, at his most inspired. He had this spiritual quality that shone through in his Mahler that, again, helps with, if you think of Mahler's music, especially this symphony, as being sort of loud and bombastic, then this is one that might make you a convert. And again, even though the sound quality is not great, it's a live, 50s recording, it's one that I really think shows Walter at his best. Otherwise, you might also try the studio recording on Sony. It's definitely a popular version with many. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I hope you'll also take time to click the like and subscribe buttons. And with that, I want to wish you all a great day and happy listening.